Every major trade just broke that Christopher Nolan is in talks with Matt Damon to star in his next film, currently untitled and reported to be releasing in IMAX 1570 and all other formats July 17th, 2026. With only a year and a half to go until the next Christopher Nolan film, we have a lot to speculate on. But first, let's talk about the news and where it all came from. Initial reports came from sources close to the Nolans and leaked to Variety that Christopher Nolan would be moving forward with his next film once again with Universal Pictures, who produced and financed the 7-time Oscar-winning Oppenheimer alongside the Nolan's production company Syncope. Deadline also picked up wind of Christopher Nolan's next feature and reports that Matt Damon is in talks to star. Damon, already having important supporting roles in two of Nolan's most universally loved films, Interstellar and Oppenheimer, not only is Damon in talks to star in this film, but reports note that filming is being planned for an early 2025 shoot. Also to be noted via Deadline are reports that once again Christopher Nolan himself has written the screenplay alone. Years past, Nolan wrote many of his earlier films with longtime collaborator and brother Jonathan Nolan, but since Tenet, Christopher Nolan has been writing his screenplays solo, and I think we, the audience, are all the better for it. While Tenet divided many Nolan fans, the film is undoubtedly a Christopher Nolan film through and through, with Nolan behind the keyboard, his wife Emma Thomas as producer, and Matt Damon starring. I think we may be in for something very special. But what could it be? Well, we still have lots we don't know. Who will be behind the camera? One can only hope for more Hoyte van Hoytema. Not only is he Nolan's best cinematographer, sorry Wally, but Hoyte is the premier IMAX cinematographer. I can't imagine Nolan working with anyone else. But until we have a confirmation, even this is speculation. And what about the score? Is it obvious that Nolan would once again work with Ludwig von Göransson? It may be, but Hans Zimmer is at the height of his powers, and I think it would be so special to get Hans and Nolan back together for one more go. They created lasting masterpiece compositions for Interstellar, Inception, and The Dark Knight, to only name the best. But Hans may have prior engagements. Will he be working on Dune Messiah with Denis Villeneuve? Dune Messiah is also scheduled for a possible December 2026 release, so one would assume Zimmer couldn't focus on both huge engagements. But Villeneuve's next feature is not yet set in stone, so there are still lots of variables. What about the genre? With Matt Damon starring, the genre of the film is still anyone's guess. Damon is a solid choice for a lead and can handle both big action and small dramatic roles as well. We all know this. Damon feels similar to McConaughey leading Interstellar. We might have an action film on our hands. Damon really can do it all, from, I want to do the quote so bad, how do you like them apples? But it just reads so corny every time. But right? Damon is going to be a rock star choice if he's picked for the movie. And really, that's it. Until we get a title, we still need a title. And once we have a title, we really can begin to speculate. But until then, why not check out this video where I ponder just what type of film Christopher Nolan will make after Oppenheimer. This was Film School, Dad.